Control coronavirus, testing and tracing.
Test and trace means any of us with symptoms can now get a COVID test. A positive result means we should stay at home and the system does the rest.
NHS Test and Trace will contact you to trace people you might have infected.
Today, the government announced data from the first week of Test and Trace showed it was working.
The system is working well at scale. We are reaching the majority of people testing positive, and you are trusting in us, providing us with your contacts and isolating when asked.
Of the more than 8,000 people they say tested positive, 2/3 were reached and asked to provide details of their contacts. That group identified nearly 32,000 people, about 85% of whom were reached and told to self-isolate. But of the original positive cases, more than 2,700 weren't reached, meaning their contacts, which could number more than 15,000 people, have gone untraced. And it's not for lack of capacity. This clinical contact tracer, who wanted to remain anonymous, told us she's been assigned just one case in 2 weeks.
In a way, it's been fine to be paid for doing nothing, but it's not something that sits right with me. I think it's taxpayers' money and I should be being effective. Not only for that reason, but because we also need an effective system.
Preventing any new outbreaks will fall to councils charged with imposing local lockdowns. But they say at the moment they're not getting the data they need.
Basically, they just send us 3 figures. And those 3 figures are the number of people who've tested positive, the number of people who've shared their contacts, and the number of those contacts who have been approached. Doesn't give us the names and addresses of the people. It's just 3 numbers, which do not allow us to do all that granular work that we need to do at a local level to help our communities.
And government scientists warned a fully functioning system would need to be in place before changes to lockdown.
Isn't another significant easing of lockdown on Monday a very dangerous step?
No, it's not. I'm confident that the measures that we've announced to be able to relieve on Saturday for the social measures, on Monday for the retail measures, they are safe, they're part of the plan, we're working through our plan, we're sticking with that plan.
Most experts are confident Test and Trace will work. They're just hoping it'll be ready in time to prevent a second outbreak.